Java 22 version released in March 2024. As part of this Java 22 release, there is a new feature introduced with the name Launch Multi-File Source Code Programs. Inside this video, let's try to understand what is this new feature, why it has been introduced, and under which scenarios developers can leverage this new feature. To explain you about this new feature, first I need to go back to the flashback. So let's go to the Java 8 version days. You can see this is my terminal, and right now inside my system, I have Java 8 set up under the Java home path. So if I try to run Java-version command, you'll be able to see that right now my system is pointing to the JDK 1.8 version. As a next step, I'm going to create a Java file inside this folder location. So let me type the command, which is touch hello.java. So if I press enter, there'll be a new file will be generated inside the path desktop/java. So let me open this file. As of now, this file will be an empty file. So inside this file, I'm going to type public class hello. And inside this class, I'm going to create a main method by typing public static void main. And to this main, I'm going to pass the input as string args. Now inside the curly braces, I'm simply going to type system.out.println. And to this println method, I'm going to pass an input which is hello world. So this is just a simple Java class. So now if I want to execute this file without the help of IDEs like IntelliJ or Eclipse, so there is a process that you need to follow, which is first you need to compile this class. Later on, using the compiled class, you can execute the main method present inside this class. So let me show you that in the demo very quickly. Here, what I'm going to do is first I'm going to compile my class with the command javac, and after this javac command, I'm going to mention my Java class name, which is hello.java. As soon as I press enter, you'll be able to see that my compilation is successfully completed. And if you go and check the folder location, there'll be a .class file might have generated. So you can see there is a .class file present here. As a next step, if I want to execute the main method inside my hello.java class, I need to use the Java command. And to this Java command, I need to give the class name, which is hello. So I don't have to give any extension. I just have to give Java hello, and I'm pressing enter. You can see we are getting the output, which is hello world. So this is a two-step process that developers, they used to follow before Java 11. But as part of Java 11 version, there is a new feature introduced that allow developers to execute a Java program with a single command. Let me show you the demo of the same very quickly. Before that, I'm going to delete this hello.class file here, and post that I'm going to switch my Java version from Java 8 to Java 11. So here I'm going to use a command which is SDK use space Java 11.0.22-amzn. So this will set Java 11 version inside my Java home path. So right now, if I try to execute the command, which is Java-version, you can see I'm getting the output as Java 11. So this gives a confirmation to me. Right now, my system is pointing to the JDK 11. Like I said before, from JDK 11, we don't have to manually compile and execute the program with a two-step process. Instead, we can follow a single command, which is Java space and what is a class name. So to this class name, we should also give the extension, which is hello.java. So if I press enter, you can see the beauty here. I'm getting hello world as an output. Nowhere I have done any compilation. So this is the improvement that is introduced as part of Java 11 to make developer life easy. So any developer who is trying to learn the basics of Java, the developer, he or she don't have to run the multiple commands. They can simply rely on the single command that we have discussed so far. Whereas if you try to use the same command before Java 11, you're going to get a compilation error. I can also show you that very quickly. For the same, let me point my system to the JDK 8 by using SDK use Java, and I'm trying to mention the Java version, which is 8.0.402-amzn. So this will point my system to the JDK 8. So right now, if I try to use the same command, which is Java hello.java, you can see I'm getting an error because I have not compiled the class. So this is the beauty of the new feature introduced as part of JDK 11. This new feature we call it as launch single file source code programs. But right now we are talking about Java 22 version feature, which is launch multi-file source code program. So let's try to understand what is this new feature and how it is different from the single file source code program feature that got introduced as part of Java 11. To explain you about the launch multi-file source code programs feature, I'm going to create one more Java class inside the same folders. First, let me try to clean my console. Post that, I'm going to type the command which is touch greetings.java. This might have created a new Java file inside my folder location. So here you can see I have greetings.java. Let me open the same using my text editor, and inside these greetings.java, I'm going to paste all this code. Post that, I'll rename the class name to greetings, followed by I'm going to rename this main method to say hello. And this method, it is not going to accept any input parameter. And inside this static method, I have the same logic, which is system.out.println hello world. Now I'll go back to the hello.java, and here from the main method, I'm going to invoke the static method that I have inside my greetings class. So how to do that? So first we need to type greetings dot, we need to mention the method name, which is say hello. So here there's nothing complicated. I'm just trying to split my business logic into multiple files. It's very quite normal, and it's a very common scenario where a developer who is trying to learn the basics of Java, the developer might write the logic in multiple files like you can see here. So now my hello Java class, it has a dependency on another class which is greetings. So whenever you have this kind of setup where your business logic is spread into multiple files, in such scenarios, whatever new feature that got introduced as part of JDK 11 or Java 11 is not going to work. So let me show you that very quickly. For the same, first let me try to point to the Java 11 version inside my local. As a next step, I'm going to execute the command which is java hello.java. So you can see I'm getting a compilation error because my business logic spread in multiple files. Whereas if my business logic present inside the same class, then obviously I'll get an output. I can also show you that very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'll try to copy this class and paste it inside the same source file. So right now my source file has two classes. So with this setup, we should not get any compilation error. So if I try to execute the same command, you can see we are getting the output which is hello world. But like I said before, there will be some scenarios where developers might have written their logic in multiple files. So to handle the scenarios where the business logic spread across multiple files, the new feature which is launch multi-file source code programs is introduced as part of Java 22. Now what I'm going to do is I'll point my system to the JDK 22, which is released in March 2024. Once I point my system to the JDK 22, we should not get any compilation error though our business logic spread across multiple files. So here first, let me remove these greetings related logic inside the hello.java. Now you can see my business logic spread across multiple classes. As a next step, I need to point my system to JDK 22. For the same, I'm using a command which is SDK use 22-amzn. So now if I try to execute the command which is java-version, you can see right now my system is pointing to the JDK 22. As a next step, I'm going to execute the command which is java hello.java. So this time you can see we are getting a proper output. Hooray! Though our logic spread across multiple files, we are getting a proper output with a single command which is hello. Nowhere we are compiling the classes manually. We're straight away giving a command which is hello and what is your class name followed by .java extension. And with that, we are getting the output. I hope you are seeing the power of this new feature, why it is introduced. So to make the developers' life easy who are trying to learn the basics of Java, this new feature is introduced. Not all times developers are going to leverage the IDEs like Eclipse and IntelliJ to execute their programs. So if someone is trying to leverage their notepad or their text editors to execute the Java programs, for them, this feature is going to be a lifesaver and it is going to improve their productivity and they don't have to execute multiple commands. I hope whatever we discuss is clear to you. For your reference, I have mentioned all the details that we have discussed. What is the story before Java 11 and what is the story from Java 11 and how the story changed from Java 22. So please refer to this slide for any questions. I hope you like this video. If you want to learn about Java in detail, I have a dedicated Java course in Udemy. The link of the course I'm going to mention inside the description of this video. Please enroll into the course if you are interested. Regardless whether you are a beginner or experienced Java developer, the detailed Java course is going to help you. Thank you. Bye.